Something that's valuable to understand before trying to learn individual physics topics is to just understand what physics is. What is it that physicists study? What is it that your physics instructor is trying to teach you? Just the basic answer to that question is a good starting point for understanding the content that you're trying to learn. So let's just think about this and start by talking about something that you know and love. Let's just start with a little cat. All right. So a cat is a pretty complicated creature. It's a very complicated system of all sorts of things interacting. The cat has organs, the cat has fur and skin, the cat drinks water, the cat eats food, the cat gets hot, the cat gets cold. There's just a lot of things that happen in a cat that make a cat, right? So let's just zoom in a little bit on the cat and look at the cat in a little bit more detail. So if we just look at the cat in more detail, you'll see that the cat is made up of molecules. Just various molecules comprise various components of the cat, right? Okay, so we're just looking at the cat in a little bit more detail. Well, now what if we just zoom in again and look at those molecules that comprise the cat in a little bit more detail? Let's just go down to a little bit more basic level. You can see that every one of those individual molecules is made up of individual atoms with little protons, some little neutrons in the nucleus, and then just some little electrons that just sort of float around the nucleus of the atom and do their own thing. Right? That's just how atoms work. Okay? So what we've done is just go from looking at the cat as a very complicated system to a very simple system, the most basic components that make a cat a cat. Well, what we've done here in terms of just scientific professions is we've gone from looking at biology to looking at chemistry to looking at physics. Okay? So it's not to say that just zooming in to smaller and smaller is going to lead you to physics. It's really more of what we're seeing here is we're going from very complex behaviors that define a cat, and all of very complicated behaviors together make a cat a cat. But really what we're going from is from complex behaviors to the most basic behaviors of the universe. And that's what physics is. Physics is just looking at how the universe behaves in the most basic ways when you look beyond all the complexity that you encounter in your daily life. So hopefully this helps you avoid the common problem in physics classes where people will finish up a semester of a physics class, and at the end of it, they really won't be able to say exactly what it was that combined all of the things that they studied together. People will finish a physics class and say, well, we looked at cars colliding, we looked at objects in free fall, we looked at skydivers jumping out of planes, and things like that. But this idea, this concept of looking at the most basic behaviors of the universe is the sort of overarching umbrella that is physics.